My dear friends, we listen to the passage from the Gospel of Matthew, a beautiful passage spoken by Jesus as an answer to the question by a lawyer. Jesus is questioned this time about a very important and a very theological question. And the question is asked by none other than an expert in the law, a lawyer himself. And this time again, this is to entangle Jesus, to catch him in his own words. Jesus was regarded as a great teacher, a true teacher, one who knew everything about God, Jewish traditions, Jewish rules and customs. So, the question again may seem very simple. But Jesus makes use of this chance to explain to them what the law and the prophets would all mean. What is the real content and the core of all the teachings of the prophets and all the rules and the regulations, what we call the commandments of God, the 10 commandments primarily, and the thousands of other big and small rules, regulations, traditions of the Jewish people. The religious leaders were experts in making rules after rules and made the life of the people really very difficult. That's why the very context of this question, which is the greatest of all the commandments, are the commandments given in the order of importance? Commandment number 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Is it in the order of importance? And they expected that Jesus would say something else. And that would put him in a very difficult situation. Because Jesus may be blasphemous. He could be teaching against the traditions of the Jewish people. That's why I said the question is really difficult to answer. But Jesus very well answered the question of the lawyer. And not only that, he added something more to that. Which is the greatest commandment in the law? Is there one like that? Definitely. That you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. Jesus did not stop there. He would show them the other side of the commandment as well. It cannot stand alone. And this one single commandment cannot stand alone. It has to have other side as well. So he is flipping the coin and showing them that this great commandment does not stand all alone. This cannot be separated from the other commandments, rules and regulations and traditions. He was asking them to look at the core, the very purpose of this commandment. Love. Love. love God, and that is commandment number 1. And with that he attached the second as well. And he said, love your neighbor as yourself. The man who questioned Jesus did not expect the second part of this commandment. That's why the two sides are equally important as the two sides of a coin. One cannot stand alone. Both are inseparable by nature. As far as we human beings are considered, we should remember that we should love God with all our heart, all our soul, and all our mind. And we should also remember that we should love our brothers and our sisters, our neighbors, as we love ourselves. So the core element in the law, in the commandment, is love of God and love of the neighbor. So there cannot be one commandment or rule that stands all alone. We should be following both with the same spirit and the same fervor. That's why Jesus said, all on these two commandments depend all the law and the prophets. That is the sum and substance of all the teachings and of all the commandments. Love. Let us be taken up by the very feeling that we are created to love God. That is our primary function, and to love our brothers and sisters. Amen.